live. You're live. I'm live. What's up, people? I was going to say what's going on, and I said what's up, and then it came out as scup. What up, people? iPhone accessories. Hooking my iPhone up to my computer so that it can charge. Scup, bro. What up, man? How you doing? Oh, man, this has got to change somehow. I think that's enough light. I'm good. You? I'm all right. Could be better. I might have to take this Excedrin migraine here in a second, couple minutes, but we'll see how it goes. NF is real. There you go. Well, live's over. Thanks for joining. Good afternoon. Well, it's not. Well, it's evening where I'm at. Where are you? Okay, afternoon. So that would be. What are you? What are you in? Either you're somewhere not on the East Coast. I know. Hi, Maddie. What's going on? North Carolina. What? It's not evening. I mean, it's not afternoon. It's evening. Where do you live, mate? Mate. So where are you from? Where do you live, mate? It's 6:11. Yes, I know it's 6:11. Hello, Anger of Nicks. I live on the East Coast. California. Oh, really? That's great. I like that you call people mate. That's awesome. Hi, Crazy Biker. What up, man? I don't think you've been on live before. Maybe you have. Crazy Biker. Cool. 15 people on already. That's what's up. And 4 likes. Let's go. Oh, sorry. Most of my USA friends in California. Yeah, California's what's up. Trying to go back. Hi, Nate. Maddie. How's it going? Glad to see you on live. And we lost one. And we gained one. 15. What's going on, people? So what's real? Let's talk philosophy. Besides NF. NF is real. NF real music. A little fun, useless fact. I'm 12. Well, I'm glad that you could. Are you watching this on your? I'm curious. If you're 12 years old, do you have a phone and you're watching this on your phone, or do you have a laptop and you're on your laptop? That'd be interesting. I'm 24. I'm 24 too. What's up? What's been on your mind this week? Oh man, a lot of things been on my mind this week. What are we talking? Are we talking like what's been weird on my mind? What's been on the surface level of my mind? What's been on my like everyday thoughts? There's been a lot on my mind. It's been on my mind with philosophy and physics, or what's been on my mind with all the other stuff. It's a broad question for me. I know it's like a general question, but yes, I have a phone, iPhone 8 to be exact. Man, if I had kids, actually no. Growing up, I wasn't allowed to have a phone until I was 16, so I actually liked that. I thought it was a good call on my parents' part, so I might do that with my kids. Hope you are okay. Yeah, I'm good. Oh, was about you ask you that wait, what? Was about to ask you that buffering a bit behind. Oh, okay. 20 people. What's going on, guys? Comment. Let's get the chat going, the philosophy chat. Are you a Christian? I am not a Christian. No. Well, your username is 17 Christ. All I saw was Christ. So I'm assuming you're a Christian. But no, I cannot call myself a Christian. I'm pretty sure a prerequisite to Christianity is believing in God. Would you ever want to be on a podcast to discuss ideas? Yes, I have actually been on a podcast. I've been on the Mindful Skeptic podcast. He has a YouTube channel, and the full podcast is on his YouTube channel. Y'all should go and check that out. Do you believe in free will? I do absolutely believe in free will. Hello, I'm here. Oh my God, Eleni, right? Eleni, how's it going? Oh, you went backward. I'm so. What? I'd like to introduce you and your story to some of my Christian friends. Do you have a podcast? If so, that'd be fantastic. I'd love that. Email me. I'd love to be on your podcast. Do you believe that God is real? And do you think that he created the universe? I do not believe that God is real as of right now. I'm kind of a skeptical agnostic at this point in my life. I'm not really sure what I believe, but that's what this YouTube channel is about, figuring that out, figuring out what I believe and letting everyone in on the process and the journey of me doing that. So I don't know. I know there was a, whatever you want to call it, the event at the beginning of the universe, the Big Bang, God speaking, whatever, it happened. But the cause of it, whether it was two atoms colliding or God, we don't know. So, yeah, I just know that the universe is here, and I'm trying to figure it out while I'm here. That was right. Yes. Why do dreams happen? Number of reasons why dreams happen. Oh, no. Jess is not on live. Hey, Laura, what's going on? Why do dreams happen? Yeah, so dreams, it depends, man. I'm learning so much about dreams. I am an avid dreamer myself, dream every night, multiple dreams. I remember them. It's just, it depends on how you want to take it. Do you want to take dreams? Some people take dreams as a spiritual thing. Other people take dreams as just our conscience speaking to us. And some people believe that our conscience is God. But regardless of what you believe, I think dreams are important and they should not necessarily be ignored. Now, having said that, don't think just because you had a dream that it's evidence for a God. I don't think that's accurate at all. That was right. Why do dreams happen? Yes, podcasts. I'm down. I just started one. I've got like 4 episodes. I'll send you an email, man. Yeah, sounds good. I'm losing my mind. Guys, he said he is somewhere between 5 and 6 on Dawkins' scale. Yeah, I would say I'm a 5 on Dawkins, which I actually had a conversation with a friend today about that scale, and he had some really great points, being that the Dawkins scale has to do with, basically, without him saying this, it basically has to do with the God of specifically the Bible. But there's many other versions of God. So the scale doesn't really apply to those in a sense. But you could look at that scale and say, well, it's just God in whatever you deem as God. Who knows? I'm sorry you are struggling with God thing. Yeah. If you like podcasts, you love the Think Different theory. Yeah, I do. I have listened to the Think Different theory. I've been enjoying watching you go through your journey from indoctrination to at least skepticism. Well, thanks, man. I'm glad that you're following me on my journey. Calvin, yeah, I've seen you comment on some of my videos. I really appreciate it. I believe in different parts from different religions and different spiritual things. Like what? I want a monster. Okay. Can dreams tell the future, and can nightmares tell the future too? Clever name here, Jess. What's going on? Yo, yo, yo. So I guess your Wi-Fi came back on. That's good. Can dreams tell the future, and can nightmares tell the future too? Again, that totally gets into what I mean, I know some people have said like they've had a dream and then it's happened. I've never had that happen. I think that's something that you have to experience, and I can't say definitively that like, yeah, totally, because I've experienced it so much that I absolutely believe that. But if you have, I'm curious what you think. And by the way, I don't think that there will necessarily be any actual evidence for if dreams tell the future or not. But I think that's one of those things that has to come through experience. What's the last dream you had? The last dream I had was last night. It was a lucid dream, because I've been practicing lucid dreaming. And it was a dialed dream-induced lucid dream. And I was fighting an army of samurai warriors, and I was killing lions. It's a pretty epic dream. It got so intense that I woke myself up, which sucked, but it was a good time. Hell, even certain foods can affect our dreams. That's true. I've seen something uncommon truth. I like that username. I've seen someone I've never met before in a dream and remember every detail. Wow, I can't talk. Drinking game. Here we go. I don't believe in God at all, and I have no idea what it means. So from that, do you believe that it means something? Do you believe in a higher form of consciousness? Do you believe you don't necessarily have to believe in a higher form of consciousness to believe in God? But I'm curious. I'm curious why you relate that to something of God. What is your belief on where life came from? I mean, I'm really a man of science right now, and looking at things too. So I mean, life evolved. That's what I think. Your shirt is oddly the same color as your body. Yeah, I know. I know. I don't. Yeah. I know. I don't know if that's a compliment because I'm a little tan or if that's like not. I don't know. It's almost the same. I like tan shirts. Hi, Nate. Luli, what's going on? I have a pizza party happening in a few, but I'm going to prioritize philosophy for a little bit. That's what's up, Luli. Love that. Pizza. God, I wish I was there eating pizza, but I can't have pizza because I'm gluten and dairy free. Have you ever been dreaming and you then realize it? Yeah. Like I could tell something was off and I looked around and realized dreaming and then told myself to wake up and I did. Yeah, that's like that's a form of lucid dreaming. I believe in certain parts of Wicca, like giving back to the earth. I believe in some of the Native American things, as well as the Celtic. So what made you believe in all that? Do you think deja vus are connected with dreams? Yeah. No, I would say so. I don't know that for a fact, but I'd say so. That would make sense. I have a debit card too. I'm seriously not lying. Dude, 12-year-olds nowadays have debit cards and iPhone 8s. That's wild. Could you be okay with never knowing the truth? That's a great question, Sarah. Could I be okay with never knowing the truth? Like I've said in my videos before, I don't think any of us will ever fully know the entire truth. I don't think our brains could handle that information. Or maybe our brains just can't come to that realization. Because a lot of people would say that we have the whole truth inside of us. We just have to get tapped into it. Like, I mean, and that can be said to be in a number. Like, we are made up of the same, molecular structure. What am I looking for? Same cells that we're like the same thing that makes up the entire universe is we are made up. So I do think a lot of like discovering truth is like discovering humanity, and especially right now that looks like neuroscience because science still doesn't even understand consciousness. So I think the truth is in front. I keep saying I think. Oh my God, I think the truth is in front of us, but I don't know if we'll ever fully know it. If that makes sense. So am I okay with that? Yes and no. Yeah, because I know that that's the truth, but no, because if I have the ability to know something, then I want to know it. How do you control lucid dreams? That is a upcoming video series. How do I dream more dreams? Get a dream journal, write them down. Take 5 to 10 minutes every single morning. Don't look at your phone as soon as you wake up. Just really focus and try to remember your dreams. And even if you remember a picture, write it down, and you'll start telling your brain, you'll start telling your subconscious to value your dreams. And as you continue to write your dreams down, you'll start remembering, write it down, the more your subconscious that you value these things. And so your conscious will come into light of it. So my wife has dreams of the future. One time I was crying, she said something to comfort me that was super profound. I asked her where that came from. She said, I dreamed about this a week ago. That's crazy. Could killing lines in your dreams possibly be your subconscious killing the idea of God? Who knows, man? I mean, I woke up and I thought of the Bible story, Daniel in the lion's den. Of course, the lion wasn't necessarily from God, but I don't know what it means. I have no idea. You have any brothers or sisters? Yes, I have a younger brother and an older sister. Sup, bro? I can't have dairy either. Yep, gluten-free boy. I know, it sucks. I'm type 1 diabetic now. Oh, wow, I didn't know that. All religions are man-made fake. Well, okay. I ate a chicken. I mean, possibly. I say, well, okay, but it's possibly the truth. I ate a chicken bake from Costco, which has gluten and dairy, and my face started hurting. That blows. OMG, no. What? I'd be okay with not to know the but never find truth. All right, sorry guys, I'm gonna have to skip a couple of comments to catch up to you all. Sleep longer. I never asked for any of this. Morning solitude, Jackson Keith. Yeah, I got back to you on it. I do it I do it some in the morning, but I do it every single night. I dream a dream of I dreamed a dream of time gone by. That's awesome. Well, I grew up in a family of Christians and raised, and everything is attached to God. Yep, been there. I went atheist, and I went through depression, and that's really when NF came in and helped me through stuff. Through stuff how? Like, you got back to Christianity, or you're still an atheist? Isn't it weird how the more of a philosopher you become, the more you have to say if that makes sense after everything? Yep. So different from this hell. Oh my God. Jordan, killing me, man. Hey, Nate, have you heard of Peter Enns? If you can, search his videos. They're short and it's different point of view on Christian things. Huh. Peter Enns. Yeah, I'll check that out. It's a YouTube channel? Oh, what am I doing? Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Peter Enns, American scholar, American biblical scholar. All right, cool. Would be nice if you can share some of Dream Journal. Why? Why do you want to know my dreams? Double endorse from me. Welcome to Leo season. Yes, Leo season. I'm like, holy shit, I'm gonna be 25 soon. 25, man. I did not think I'd be here at 25, but it's all good. It's all good. Honestly, don't know. With all due respect, can a blind person see in their dreams? That's a great question. Ask a blind person. I'm not the person to ask. That's a great question, though. Fashionably late, Caleb, Sloshy Whale, 91. That's what's up. Can I ask, what do you do during the morning of solitude? Wim Hof breathing exercise, meditate, and that's really all I do in the morning. But at night, I don't look at my phone. I don't look at anything. I sometimes listen to music, but I really exercise these mental exercises like detoxing the brain, which is you literally sit and do absolutely nothing. Don't listen to music. Don't do anything. You just sit. Then I also meditate, and then I just sit even more. Maybe listen to music, but just really rest my noggin. That's what I do. Oh, hello, Sloshy. He helped me understand not everybody has to respect me and what I do, and suicide isn't worth it. Yeah, I'm still an atheist. Got it. I'm going to be 35, so hush. Oh, man, Jess. 35. You have wisdom in your age. Haha, I see. Oh, yeah. We need some lights on in here. Watch this. You guys are going to be amazed. Boom. Wait. Boom. All right. I'm a native from Canada, just so you know. That's sweet. Canada. So native, like you're not like a Canadian, but you're like a native to the land, like the indigenous people. You are not old, Nate. Yeah, I know. I'm not old. I'm not saying that I'm old. Uh, Curious, Luli, how old are you? Trying. Oh God, no! I didn't want to change the color. Shit. No, get back. There we go. God, that's bright. Um, as do you. Thanks, Jess. Appreciate that. I just turned 35, but it's my last B day. I'm actually lucky to be here. I'm actually dying. Oh yeah, I heard about that. I've seen some of your videos, Maddie. Really sorry about your situation. What? What? Okay, that's what I'd suggest. Literally talk to no one, no music, no nothing. Just sit. You say listen for God, but what? I mean, no. Nate! And see if you hear anything. I've done it and I haven't heard anything. I do it every night. What's up? How do you scientifically prove dreams? It's been scientifically proven like crazy on an EEG. EEG? I think it's an EEG. That's dope. What's dope? I'm 21, all legal. Yeah, that's what's up. 21. It's all. I'm not gonna say downhill. No, it's all downhill. No, uphill. Life's good. 21's great. Yeah, I feel like lucid dreaming, I know, has been scientifically proven. So scientifically proven dreams, I know that's a thing. I mean, I say just look that up. If a blind person was born blind, then he can experience dreams only with the rest of his senses. He can listen to a. Did you just look this up, Eleni? God, if somebody got blind during their life, then they can dream. Oh God, you guys are talking about my lights. That's cool. Yeah, I do that too, but with fire. That's awesome. You are so insightful for a 25-year-old. I really appreciate that. I gotta be honest. No, well, I'm not gonna say that. I'm just being hard on myself. I'm 29. Last year of my 20s. Yeah, one of my best friends is 29. He's like, your boy's gonna be turning 30. And I'm like, man, I don't know. Like, I pretty much decided in my life because I was been diagnosed with chronic Lyme disease, and it's like taking over my 20s. I pretty much decided I'm flip-flopping my 20s and 30s. Like when I am in my 30s, I'm just gonna go hard like I wanted to in my 20s. In my 20s are like my old man years. Doesn't make any sense, but I've decided that's a thing. The lights, they are nice. Thanks. No, just this week I had a near death. Oh wow. Are you how are you doing? I mean, you're on live. Are you feeling better? That's brainwaves not visible. Okay. I know dreams have been scientifically proven. I don't really have to look that up because I know for a fact lucid dreaming has been scientifically proven. So if lucid dreams are scientifically proven, I'm pretty positive dreams are scientifically proven. I mean, what are you getting at? I cook you clean. Do you think, like, what is? Are you pointing to dreams as some supernatural source? Yeah, indigenous from Big Trout Lake, Ontario. You can look it up on Google Maps. That's sweet. I'm like, I feel. I know this sounds weird, but I feel like this really huge heart connection with me with indigenous people. I got like a huge heart for them. I'm gonna watch this later. Doing something right now. Along the journey, sweet man. If you don't mind me asking, has your journey away from religion affected your relationship with your father? Not really. Kind of. Yes. No. Yes in some ways, no in other ways. But mostly it stayed the same. Like we still talk. We still have great conversation. My dad, I don't know. I can't really say my dad supports it, but he understands it. So that's how I've said that in the past. I'm actually subscribed to blind YouTubers who have explained it. It's pretty sweet. On another note, if a tomato is a fruit, then is ketchup a jelly? Yes. Good health to you. Thanks. Since we were talking about age, just a random thought. Do you drink? I do. Yes, I do. This is fantastic stuff. Highland Park, 12-year Viking Honor. Some really smoky, smooth whiskey right there. It's good stuff. I'm not an alcoholic, but I love alcohol. Dreams are a gateway. Dreams are a gateway to what? Just asking your thoughts. How would the earth be created from nothing? Like, where did matter come from to be created? Actually, I'm pretty sure Stephen Hawking was an atheist, but he actually believed that the Big Bang was not the beginning of the universe, and that gets into the multiverse theory. And that is a theory of how the world came into being. On another note, you finally started posting on Instagram. Yes, I did. For all of you watching, check out my Instagram. I'm starting to put little 60-second covers up on my Instagram since I haven't been doing a lot of covers on this YouTube channel, even though I just filmed one today, and then it'll be up next week once I'm done editing the video and mixing the sounds. Then the cover will be up next week, or maybe even tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah, I'm doing a lot more on Instagram. Does doubting God's existence makes you feel depressed? No. No, in a weird way. I know this sounds weird, but in a weird way, it makes me feel free. I know that sounds weird to most religious minds, but the more I accept that he very well could not be real, it makes me feel depressed, like there is no point to anything without him. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Jess. I cook you clean. Are you just not into this stuff? I agree with you, Nate. I can't move. I'm really sorry to hear that. Good health to you, Maddie. IDK, if this is legit, but I heard this was a thing that brain dead scientists have found to be not legit, like saying a person is such in the hospital. I think because maybe attached to some of the astral realm. Yeah. Jealous. I want some whiskey, Nate. Are you a whiskey girl, Jet? Of course. Maybe that's another Leo thing. I'm currently a disappointment to my parents because I have a low-paying job and want to rap. Some say. Cool, man. Rap. Follow your dreams. So I can't explain myself fully in this chat box, but if you ever need to talk to someone about it, it's all good. I'm here. I got to go. Also sent you an email. Got to go to the pizza thing. Sweet. All right. I'm not sure. What did you say something earlier? No, I don't see anything. All right. See you, Lily. Yeah, I think consistent atheism would have to say that matter is eternal. Yes. Bye, Lily. Bye, Jess. See you, Lily. Yeah, I love that. This is like a community of people. This is awesome. Your voice on music. Well, thanks. Appreciate that. I've been liking your 60-second covers. They're awesome. Thanks. I appreciate that. 60-second cover that is coming, and I have already made the very end of Bad Guy by Billie Eilish. Every time I hear that, I hear a heavy metal breakdown in my head. I made it, and I'm going to do a 60-second cover to Billie Eilish, the last part, Bad Guy. And it's like so heavy, and I'm screaming in it. I know you guys haven't heard me like metal scream, but follow me on Instagram and you'll see it this upcoming week. It's going to be great. I can't wait. Yeah. Remember, it's Senorita, Mr. Nate. Okay, bye. Thanks, Lily. I don't see the big deal with everything we know being temporary. That's like an atheism point, right? Being fine with that. I don't see the big deal with everything we know being temporary. I don't understand what you're asking. Just want to say goodbye, Nate. If there is a God, I hope you see more in Kingdom. Sorry for the Christian faith I have. No, you don't gotta apologize, Maddie. You don't gotta apologize at all. If you're going, then I'll see you later, Maddie. I don't have Instagram, so I'm jealous. I don't get it. Get Instagram, Jess. Get Instagram. Hey, I'm here now. Sweet. I worded that horrible. Yes, I love some whiskey. I live in Tennessee. Nice. I mean, come on. Kids here smoke weed to be cool. Oh, man. Take care. Must go. Send me the positive email still. Yep. Cool. LOL. I have a rock metal side. Sweet. What's up, my man? John, dude. John Wedge. Are you serious, bro? John? Yo. What are you up to, man? John Wedge. Dude. Bro, is that seriously you? Am I like tripping right now? John, man. Dude, it is so good to hear from you. Fun fact, we dream mostly in pictures, with the majority of dreams being mainly visual with little sound movement. Yeah, I'm playing Call of Duty. Dude, hell yeah, man. How the hell are you, dude? Freaking miss you, man. Um, Anyway, fun fact, we dream mostly in pictures, with the majority of dreams being mainly visuals and little sound or movement. I have to disagree. My dreams are very vivid. Very vivid. Oh, while if you're blind, you have to focus. Oh, okay. No, I see what you're saying. My Wi-Fi isn't working properly. That sucks. So are you hearing things, Laura? No, I will not now. Not now down to the bow down to the social media monster. All right. What are your thoughts on social media? Good, bad, both. I will forever and always take Gary Vaynerchuk's stance on social media. I don't think social media is destroying us. I think social media is exposing us. And so I think it's good that humanity is being exposed for what it actually is, in the best ways and in the worst ways. But how can we use it without using us? Yeah, I mean, it's really pushing humanity as a whole forward. I think social media is, because it's used for both great things and terrible things. And obviously those terrible things are being exposed. And so when those terrible things are exposed, we just have to recognize it simply. I personally think we demonize it, when there is so much potential for good. Yeah. Yo, what up, man? Demame. Yeah, it's been a while since you've been on here. Glad to see you here. First time being here. What's up, man? What's going on, Anthony? I'm pretty sure there is a TED talk about a guy who visits the elderly blind woman who is hallucinating, but she is blind. That's weird. John, how's the life been, boy? Dude, life's been crazy, man. Life's been crazy. Man, I mean, I'd love to catch up at some point, John. Do you have my number? If not, I'll message you on Messenger and I'll shoot you my number. And we gotta do something, man. I don't know if you talk to Sam anymore. Me and Sam get together all the time and make music. But dude, I really miss you and Larry. Dude. Dude. Yo, speaking of which, John, sorry guys, I'm like talking to my friend right now. So Rubbermaid shut down. What are you doing for work now, man? Spiritualist, now I'm reading comments. Spiritualist, all about the jazz. I believe in light and dark energy. Not anymore, John. Now you're a misfit. Jess, that's awesome. What do you think about intrusive thoughts? Like, for instance, driving down the road and you randomly picture yourself swerving onto oncoming traffic. I have a very weird thought about that, honestly. Very weird, very out there. But I think it has to do with our conception of time. And I think when we witness those things, or when those things happen right before our eyes, I think maybe it's kind of like, it literally is a daydream, but we are seeing a alternate timeline that could have taken place, but we chose differently. Super out there, super weird. But I think when those random pictures happen, I think that's kind of what's happening. I got Beats for my birthday present. Dude, 12 years old, Beats, iPhone, debit card. That's mad crazy, man. You're a lucky 12-year-old. I think social media can be a great thing. I do feel some use it wrong. Oh, totally, some use it wrong. Oh, snap. DM me that thing that dude said about social media. That's so deep. It's Gary Vaynerchuk, man. Do you not know Gary Vaynerchuk? Just look up Gary V on Instagram. Dude, you'll like binge all of his stuff. It's so good. If I was blind, I'd want to hallucinate all the time. Calvin, I feel like if you were blind, just from that comment, if you were blind, you'd be like taking LSD or something all the time. Get it, got it good. No problem. It's nice to reunite with old friends. Yes, it is. Dude, how is that you love John so much and he isn't a moderator here? I used to work with John all the time, 12-hour shifts in a factory. I worked with John for a year. John, I don't think so. I haven't really talked to Sam, and just the metals is shutting down. I'm going over to the main plant as a tech. Oh, nice. Today's your birthday? John, happy birthday, bro. How old are you? How old are you turning? What are you, like, 26? I might have that wrong. Maybe we were the same. No, we weren't the same age. Well, I'm glad you got a job at the other plant, but it was bound to happen that the metals plant was to shut down. But John, happy birthday, man. I had no idea that you were in August. Happy orbit, John. That's such a Jess way of saying happy birthday, and I love it. Yeah, I can't hear, but it keeps crashing. Dang it. That sucks, Laura. I feel for you. Another Leo in the house. I don't know him, and okay, sure, Will and excellent. What's up, Savage King? I like that username. What up? I think I found this. I think I found his channel. I feel like hallucinating all the time if you're blind is just sight. Let that sink in. Yeah, for real. 28. Yeah, no, I was going to guess 28. But then I was like, no, I don't want to guess too old. I thought he was a little bit younger. You're getting all these happy birthday wishes now, John. Watch out for the cocoa, man. What? I thought I was leaving, but I haven't. It's all good along the journey. Stay. If they only knew what we talked about at work. Yeah, no. What we talked about at work, John, I can't say on this channel yet. They don't know me that well. And it might offend I don't know. People don't have our sense of humor, John. Misfit for life. Yes. So there is a research made on blind people with LSD, and every one of the subjects was seeing things. Wow, that's amazing. That proves that the world is not all you can see. That's dope. You know, Domain, since you were on here last, you got me thinking a whole lot about the first law of thermodynamics. That even though you're an atheist, life lives on. Life goes on after you die. That's like how I remember you. I like it. I dig it. I enjoy it when you're on these live streams. Do you think that people still unnecessarily exaggerate the long-term effects of 9/11 as if it happened yesterday, and to possibly use it as a weapon for their own agenda? I don't think 9/11 is exaggerated, but I do think it can be used for the wrong reasons. The event itself can be used for the wrong reasons. So I don't think I have any more to say on that. It also proves hallucinogens are not harmful if used properly. If used properly, hallucinogens are a gate to the hidden world around us. So now this is interesting to me, that as 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 I recall, you're an atheist, but you believe in life after death, and now you believe in a hidden world around us. What brought you to that point? Raise his hand. I'm a Leo. I have a dark, dry sense of humor. Hell yeah. Is that a Leo thing? That's really a Leo thing? It all comes down. Man, I need to get into more of this astrology, astronomy, yeah, stuff. The Coco Man is like the boogeyman. Yeah. I like turtles. Hell yeah, Izzy. Turtles. My buddy has a tattoo of a turtle on his arm. He likes turtles too. But does Earth position really affect your sense of humor? It's more than that. Page 2. It's more than that. From what I understand about it. What are your thoughts on the Area 51 Bowl? Ain't nobody gonna do it, man. And to the people that do it, I'm 12 years old. And the people that go to Area 51 and they're gonna do something, whatever, like they're not gonna get far. Like it's very clear that like there might be, some sort of something that happens where people try to go into it. I don't know. I mean, there's so many conspiracy theories about what goes on in there. I've heard so many, and people can interpret it in different ways. I've heard many different interpretations of it. Some are like, it's aliens. Some are like, I'm not even going to go there. It's something way different. But yeah, no, I'm not even worried about the Area 51 stuff. I mean, I do think the government hides technology from us that they're wanting to use for weaponry or war or whatever, or because if humans got a hold of it, if everyone else got a hold of it, then it wouldn't be good, and so they hide it. But who am I? I don't know. I think two things. One, people are dumb, and two, the government loves to shoot shit, so show up at your own risk. Yeah. Tell a joke. Oh man, tell a joke. Yeah, man. You know what? Nah. Nah. Not today. I have some funny stories, but yeah. No, I'm not gonna tell those stories right now. What are your thoughts on the multiverse theory? I made an entire video called The Multiverse and the Philosophy of the Heavens. I think it's interesting, but I think in regards to what you're trying to find out of what you believe, you definitely can't use the multiverse theory as a theory for the existence of heaven. But also that depends on what theory you believe is the correct theory. I think the theory that makes sense is the planes where like different dimensions are stacked on top of each other like pieces of paper. That one makes sense. And the quantum theory multiverse makes sense. I do think there's something. I mean, like it's clear that scientific devices pick up frequencies that we cannot hear, and so there is something more than to just what is in front of us. And I mean, that's kind of obvious through science that there's more than what we see. But oh man, I wasn't scrolling down. Damn it. Astrology. Okay, I wouldn't say hallucinations. Showing music to people, yeah, a lot of anxiety, but you learn to get over it. It's like you're an artist. you're gonna get really bad critiques. Well, I experienced with my mind a lot, from starvation to thirst, from LSD to DMT, and I dug deep inside me and searched around me. I've seen the vibrations that make us beings. I know it sounds weird, but it's real as fuck. Hell yeah. That's dope, man. The government is like 20 years ahead of us, have been for a while now. I got a joke. That was a great joke, man. Oh my God. You're the worst. Why do crackheads like doggy style? Oh my God, where is this? Bye, John. Message me your number. I'll talk to you later. All right. Peace out, John. You probably already like went. Did you answer it? 34? Why do crackheads like doggy style? I want to hear the end of this joke. My apologies. Just discovered this channel, so still going over your backlog. It's all good. Blackbird's Wrath. It's totally all good. Just thought I'd let you know. Marvel is better than DC. Yeah, totally. We all know this. Do you think humanity will ever unite under one goal and Caesar separation by countries? If so, when is the soonest you can imagine it happening? I don't necessarily see it happening, us uniting as one. I think it's possible that we could all work together. The soonest that could happen, I think maybe in the next 50 years. Leo, funny tip joke. What hurts most in an accident where a baby died? I have no idea. Everybody tell your age, and let's see the youngest and oldest person in the chat. 16, 30. Wow, this is interesting. 34, 15, 27. I'm 25. 43. Hell yeah, James. That's awesome. You started early tonight. What are we talking about? We are talking about, actually, we're talking about a lot of different stuff. A lot of philosophical stuff and dreams. We're talking a lot about dreams. Just came by to tell you I love you and your father's video reactions. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. The reactions take place on another channel now. So check that channel out. I'm new here, bro, but just wondering what led you to stop believing being a Christian. Oh, man. It's a long story, but it happened in like a split second. That's the only way I can. Like it's a longer story. It happened in a split second and it unfolded over time. So, yo, I'm late. No, what up, my dude? Someone tell now the youngest is me. Eleni, 15. Crackhead joke. So she can dig through the carpet while she. That's fantastic, Chess. That's oh man. Oh, I love the twisted jokes. It's great. God versus Allah? Well, God means Allah, so it depends on what country. 12, 29, 20, 20, 31. I love it. Love it. Love that I got viewers from all over the world. Love that I got viewers of all different ages. It's fantastic. Hey, y'all. Shells! What is up, Shells? Glad you're on live. All my dreams are actually just nightmares. Well, that sucks. Well, almost all that I remember, at least. They don't bother me much, though. Well, that's good. Depends on your houses and stuff. I haven't looked into astrology in a while, but the main houses of your sign have a large influence on you in your natural existence. Yes, true. But you can change it by knowing it. Yeah. I guess what I'm asking is, what specific thing led you to stop believing in Christ? That gets into the debate of what is belief. In my view on what belief is different than I don't believe, quote unquote, that belief is a choice. I think faith is a choice. I think belief comes through different things, more empirical things, more definitive things like science and experience. Whether that be with experiencing spirituality or experiencing science. Um, and I think it's when you're faced with that belief that if you were to deny it, you would be a hypocrite. And I think that's what belief is. I think faith is a choice, but I don't think belief is a choice. So, saying that, I realized I don't believe in God. There'd always been like this faith, but I never believed it. And when you read in the Bible, it says you're not saved unless you believe it. So I'm like, well, yeah, I don't believe in God. I don't believe in Jesus, and I never have. If I did, then my life would be completely different. And it is not. It is great to have a diversity, yes it is. Next thing is we should all tell our middle names. No. You did the doo-doo thing. Okay. Yeah, I did. Oof. I missed last week. Yeah, you did. I think I remember that. I think I remember like, oh man, Shells isn't here. Jess wasn't there. It's like, where are my misfits at, man? Is there a philosopher? Wait, where'd that question go? Is there a philosopher whom you didn't agree with but always found thought provoking? Oh yeah. Uh, Epicurus. I don't necessarily agree with everything that Epicurus says, but a lot of his stuff is very thought provoking. That was one. David Hume. Weirdly enough, it's a lot of atheistic people in their philosophies that some of it I totally adopt, and I'm like, that's fantastic. But then a lot of it, I'm like, I get it, it's intriguing, but I don't think so. I only remember them when I wake up. Okay, sure, bro. Regardless, homie, it's all love, man. Praying for you. Thanks, Mario. The mundane houses. I had forgot what they were called and had to go check. Gotcha. Yeah, I was out of town, but yay, I'm back. Yeah. Yay. Does an ideal government exist? I don't know. Jesus is a philosopher that I don't agree with a lot, but I think he's the most mind-provoking of them all. Totally agree. Jesus, I would definitely label Jesus a philosopher, hands down. And I know, like, look, guys, you guys know this. I know I don't believe in God, but Jesus, I just think there is so much that despite what you believe, reading the life of Jesus and reading about the principles that he teaches are amazing. They're fantastic. And I think it's worth a look. But free to disagree with me. I enjoy your videos a lot. Faith fun. Thanks, man. But now that you are not a believer in Christ, I find it hard to watch. Now that I'm a believer in Christ, newsflash, the entire time I've had this channel, I haven't been a believer in Christ. Not meaning anything rude by praying for you. Thanks. Appreciate that. What's the middle name now? Sorry, I'm not very active. Was hurrying home, but I'm fully here now. Sweet. Sloshy. Jess, you still there? You haven't like commented in ages. Do you think Plato was real? Some people say he never existed because he did not write his own teachings. He lived before written language, I think. Pretty sure he did not live before written language, because written language was way before Plato. And if you're looking at writings, like the writings, there's more evidence that the writings of the New Testament is real than there is evidence for Plato and Aristotle's writings to be real, from what I understand. Do you have any knowledge on the ability to shut your mind off? Yes, I do. It took time, but I learned how to stop my mind completely as far as I know, like no thought. I don't know how I learned exactly. Well, cool. 28, Louisiana. Sweet, man. My middle name is Dalton. I like it. Favorite comedian? Oh, man, a comedian that I've been watching so much lately is this guy, Josh Wolf. So funny. So funny. Been watching a lot of Josh Wolf. Kevin Hart's early days killed me. Killed me. He's still funny. His latest Netflix special thing was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. The second half of it. But Kevin Hart's early stuff made me die. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of Josh Wolf. Hilarious dude. Fluffy. Yeah, Fluffy's good too. I like Fluffy, but I watched one of his Netflix specials. He created his own TV show, and it didn't do it for me. Couldn't even make it halfway through one of the 20-minute episodes. No. What's your favorite conspiracy theory? I'm not, I find conspiracy theories interesting. But actually, you want to know what my favorite conspiracy theory is? And a lot of you, if you're Christians on here watching this, you might be like, it's not a conspiracy theory. I think it's kind of a conspiracy theory. Creationism, that the earth is only 6,000 years old. It's not my favorite conspiracy theory. It just really intrigues me. I think it's more of a conspiracy theory, way more of a conspiracy theory than it is science. But, Jesus is beyond philosophy. LOL. I disagree wholeheartedly. He claims to be the I am of the Old Testament. Surely no philosopher makes such statements. All right. Why would him not being a Christian bother you? This is exactly why I don't go to church anymore. Thank you, Shells. Yes, I wasn't sure exactly why people think he might not have been real. Fluffy. You cannot not be a believer in Jesus. He was a real person. Actually, there were 3 of them in that same time. Christ the Messiah is something you have to believe in to make real. Wait. Domain. I'm very curious. So what sources did you find that you're like, Jesus was absolutely a real person, and you cannot not believe in Jesus, that he was a real person? And also, where did you find, like, send me somewhere. I want to read up on this. That there was 3 of them. That really interests me. I freaking love Josh Wolf. Yes, Josh Wolf is hilarious. As a student from Greece, we are taught that Plato was for sure real because of his students being witnesses and some of his teachings being controversial. Well, if that's the case, then Jesus was definitely real. I love Josh Wolf. Yes. Jim Jeffers is one of the best comedians, though. I haven't watched some Jeffries stuff. I haven't watched, I'll have to look him up. Jim Jeffries. Wow, God, can I even, son of a, trying to highlight Jim Jeffries so I can look at it later. Damn it. All right. You don't go to church because you don't like the people that believe? No, that's not what I said. You should go if you want to, don't mind people. Yeah, no, I agree with that. It doesn't bother me at all. You can believe whatever you believe. I'm not judging. I just don't really enjoy the videos as much now. I can't relate to him. Fair enough. Creationism is more baffling than anything. True. Agree with that, Calvin. Theo, what's going on, man? Apologies for not texting back. Dude, as you know, my schedule is insane. Are you saying carbon testing is accurate? That is absurd. Okay. Radiometric dating is absolutely accurate. Watch Steve Harvey stand up. Kills me. I'm a Christian. I don't believe that. If people lived for 600 years, 6 people would easily fill that gap. Yep. Sorry for the chat, Rabbit, but gotta go. Love you. All right, Izzy. See you next time. Why can't you relate? We have all, Christians or not, have questioned what we believe. Even though Nate and I disagree on some things and that I am a Christian, I can still find stuff I relate to. Shells, was that, who was the person? I was talking to somebody that said that they were not Christian and they didn't tell any of their family or friends. I thought that was you. Maybe that was somebody else. I still appreciate you regardless, Shells, for watching my content and being able to relate to it. Radioactive isotopes are unstable. So that what? That says that the Earth is 6,000 years old. I don't know if I'm gonna get hate, but I'm gonna look up Josh Wolf. Do it. Jim Jeffers is a modern day George Carlton. Definitely check him out. Will do. Already have it up in the search. You're good. I understand. Thanks, Theo. I can relate to you because I've been there before. The Father, Son, and Holy Spirit has always confused the crap out of me and every other religious Christian. Like Jesus literally calls out for his Father to help him, but he is God, so he is calling out to himself. So confusing. Lee Strobel's Case for Christ is a good read. If you haven't read it, brother. Okay. Goes through the evidence. Yeah, I mean, okay. Personally, even though I knew you were not a Christian in the first place in most of your videos, now that you identified as an atheist / skeptic, I find your videos more interesting than before. Well, that's awesome. Cool. Different views make arguing or arguments exist. I'm a Christian, that's why. Gotcha. Eleni. I like it. No, I'm a Christian. I was the one who was talking to you about oneness. Got it. Okay. Now I remember. Got it. I wonder who that was that somebody was commenting and telling me that they appreciate my content because they're exactly where I am, but they haven't told anyone, not even their spouse. And so I was like, well, kudos to you. That's a really brave thing to do. I'll have to go and find that comment and message that person, see how they're doing. I never said that. I'm saying it's unstable. Gotcha. Okay. So, Daniel, do you think the Earth is 6,000 years old, or do you think it's not? And on the Trinity, what if it was like a marriage where they are all one in a sense? Yeah. Guess who's back again? Izzy's back. Tell your friends. What's up, Izzy? It was a documentary I saw on National Geographic when I was small. I can't remember the name, but the doc is, yeah. I'd be really interested. I mean, do you have any ideas what it was called? Man, I don't even know how to look that up. If the assumptions cannot be trusted, then the calculations based on them are unsound. Okay. So what do you believe, Daniel? If the creationists did the science, they would believe it. Well, Ken Ham, which is like the leader of it all, claims to be a scientist. I think he might have a degree in science. Everything has a half-life. Good to see National Geographic having interesting stuff after 300 different Hitler documentaries. Yeah. That's what they used to date. Oh, okay, half-lives. Jesus is God because he thinks and acts as God would. The Trinity isn't confusing if you study. It's confusing. Half-lives? If you listen to people who don't know what they're talking about. I don't believe in the Trinity at all. Yeah, this is what we talked about, Shells. Oneness. I'm glad I finally got to catch a live stream, but I have to roll. Question everything, bro. Will do, Calvin. Peace. See you next time. The less time, the half-life, the older. Half-life, half-life, half-life. I haven't heard this half-life thing. If you act like someone, aren't you one with them? Oh, you're talking about Jesus in the garden? I've been writing everything down that has deep meaning to me. Sweet. Have you had Theo, have you had more of the encounters that we were texting about? I'm in a truck. That's cool. I was watching Annabelle with my best friend, and he just randomly asked, if God is real, then how come he made demons be appearable on earth and not send angels or saints to earth? Demons are fallen angels. From what I understand theologically, demons are fallen angels. So God didn't create demons. Angels also have free will. And angels decided to fall. And demons are not allowed in the heavens, and so they roam the earth and the second heaven, from what I understand. And you all can correct me on that if need be, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. No, just because you act like someone doesn't make you them. I can act like Lady Gaga all day, but that doesn't make me Lady Gaga. True. The Bible is pretty clear about there being one Lord. Yes. Yeah, sort of. They come in bits and pieces and sometimes whole visions. Huh. But I'm saying, have you, Theo, have you tested what you've seen? In Job, Lucifer goes to heaven. Where was that in Job? I don't remember reading that. I didn't say. Okay. I think you said correctly the thing about demons. At least that's what I know. Me and my dad are picking up the stepmother. Well, fun. Do you think cats absorb negative energy? I don't, but they're so cute. No. My cat does not absorb negative energy. My cat is full of positive, very positive energy. Every time I see that cat, I get like ecstatic. I'm like, Grizzly! Yeah. Love my cat. I don't think he absorbs negative energy. Even Satan used to be an angel. Yep. What's your cat's name? Grizzly. He's the best. Love that cat. Got to deal with his matted hair. Been brushing it out like every freaking day, and he hates it, but Damn, how do you write that? Grizzly? The name? Grizzy? There is really no way to test them. All I have to do is wait, and that why I'm writing them down. But I'm writing them down so when they do, I can come back and put it to date. Got it. But I'm saying what you see when it happens, how accurate is it? And do they match up perfectly or somewhat? That kind of thing. Lucifer saw how much God fucked up the world. So he was like, I can do better. Well, that's kind of a twisted way to look at it, Demain, but I'm pretty sure that's the way Satanists would argue that point. um, Job 1:6. Looking this up right now. Job 1:6. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan also came among them. So you're assuming that present themselves before the Lord, you're assuming that the Lord was in heaven. But that verse doesn't say that. Let's look at the context of that verse. Job, perhaps my sons have sinned, and God cursed them. Now there's a day in the Lord. His name is, from where do you come? Satan answered, from roaming about on the earth and walking around it. The Lord says, Satan, have you considered my servant Job? Supposed to man fearing God, turning from evil. Okay. From where do you come? Then Satan said, from roaming about on the earth, walking around it. Okay. So it wasn't on the earth that Satan came to God, but it also doesn't say that he was in heaven. Demame, are you Satanist? That's my next question to you. I didn't go to school for 80% of the year and I still passed. Well, that's an accomplishment. My dad took that personality test. What did he come out as? They're 80% accurate. That's a pretty high rate. I remember all the dreams I had as a kid. So do I. They were colorful and repetitive. Satanists do not believe in God. It's more of a F you to religion. That's weird because, I mean, I don't know. I don't think, nah, Daniel. I mean, I haven't done too much research on Satanism. I haven't been interested to. But no, man, I was just going for the laugh. Okay. Um, hello. What's going on? Capahola? I don't think I've ever tried to say that before. Capahola. Okay. Do you like astronomy, Nate? I do. If so, most cities have astronomy association with their, public look through their telescopes. When they let the public look through their telescopes, just start INFP, nice. One time I've took the test, I got INFP. Do you think dreams have any significant meaning? Just, I think you have to pay attention to your dreams. Whether you think it's God, whether you think it's your subconscious, I think they mean something, and it can be your subconscious talking to you. Some people believe it's God talking to you. I think it needs, I think they mean something. Our Father who art in heaven, Jesus. Okay. Your view on what happens after death, please. I don't know. It's a great question, but I don't know. I am aware of the first law of thermodynamics, and that's why some people believe, like Domain on here believe that's evidence that there is life after death. One of my followers on this channel sent me a couple of articles that the brain does not die when our body does. It actually stays alive for anywhere between 10 minutes and a couple of hours. And so, I'm reading Journeys Out of the Body by Robert Monroe, and he said there is life after death. He doesn't believe in God either, but that's more about the astral realm and astral projection. I'm still gathering my thoughts. I would say I'm like 50-50 right now on there being an afterlife versus not. Maybe like leaning ever so slightly towards there being an afterlife. But yeah. ENTJ here. Nice. One of my best buds is an ENTJ. Do you work out? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. 3 times a week. I don't see how you can believe in one without the other. What do you... Is that a comment at something I said or somebody else said? You guys still going and you're still talking about dreams. Yep. Is it possible to see your next life? Well, a couple people that have been in near-death experiences and a couple people that have astral projected claim that they have seen their past lives. But no, I don't know what I think about reincarnation. Even though, like, logically, reincarnation makes a lot more sense than a heaven-hell thing. But I don't know what it actually is. They also are one of the only religions that in their commandments say, don't hurt children. What is? Satanist? Atheistic. Oh. Church of Satan, believe neither have the account. Okay. Who says we're dead before the brain dies? Society, doctors. A couple articles I've read that doctors have written. What do your siblings believe about religion and God? They're both Christians. Thanks for the answer. View on spirits. Don't really have one at this point. I'm not really concerned about spirits. I'm more concerned about whether or not God, afterlife, the existence of a God, exists. If I don't remember anything before I was born, why would I think I will after I die? It's a great question. Sarah, wait a minute. Sarah, have I asked you about your beliefs? Are you Christian? Are you not Christian? I asked because of that question. If the Bible teaches us that ego is the worst thing in the human life, I agree, me too, then the do not have other gods except me command is not the most egoistic thing you can ask. Does that make God the most evil creature around? No. The way I understand it is if God is your creator, then nobody knows you better than your creator. The best things would come from your creator. And so that depends on your view of God. Because if you think that you can do better than God, then of course, you can be your own God. But if you believe that God is love, that God is life, that God is everything that you need, that he is home in the most literal sense, then that's why he says, don't worship anyone besides me, because with anybody else, you're not going to get what you truly desire. And the way I understood it was he wants what you truly desire, which is that feeling of safety, security, love, and home. So maybe that answers the question. I came to a scary realization that the main reason I chose to still believe in God is because I'm honestly terrified of hell, more so than just wanting to follow God within the fear of damnation. Interesting. The Cosmic Skeptic channel, he's atheist. Um, he says the same thing. He's an atheist, but he still fears hell. Anyways, I'm going to leave here. I feel a little disrespected. Why? Seeing as how you read one comment that was kind of making fun of me, but pretty much skipped my response. I'll stay for the next one, but for this one, I'm out. I'm not trying to disrespect you, Justin, at all. Yeah, he skips all of our comments at some point yeah, it's not personal at all. I'm just missing the comments. I'm trying to catch everybody, and sometimes I miss them. Nothing personal at all. If God cares about our happiness, and if he is the source of happiness, then it is only kind to him to tell us. Yeah, okay. That's basically what I was saying, I think. The spirit's in your cup? That's terrible. Yeah, no, big kid. I just see what you're saying, but it's a little bit more involved than that when you start to study reincarnation. Because if you knew your past lives, then because when apparently from the way I understand it, when you die and you see your past lives and you just see it all, it's like, oh, this is it. In order to truly learn the lessons that your soul needs to learn to evolve, which is the point of reincarnation, you have to forget. And there's this veil of forgetting, as they put it. Do you go to the gym? I sometimes go to the gym, but I mostly just do calisthenics at home. I have questions about reincarnation. I have some answers. I don't know all of them fully, but I think I have a decent grasp on reincarnation. I'm a weak theist. Okay. I grew up in a Christian home, but there's a lot I don't understand. I haven't personally felt or experienced anything that makes me okay. But yeah. So on that Dawkins scale, I'm not sure if you watched that video, but would you be like, I am no wait, it's a weak. So you'd be a 3, I think. I'm a 5. Do you think there is a finite boundary to the universe, or is infinite? I think it's infinite. Also, do you think there is a multiverse beyond, or is it unreasonable to even ask what lies beyond nothing? I don't know. I think there's a multiverse in a different sense. I don't know if there's necessarily a multiverse outside of our universe. It makes more sense to me to be multiverse in other dimensions of our own universe. But that's what I think. And I don't know if it's infinite, if our universe is infinite. Well, yes and no. I don't know. Is a circle infinite? Because, I mean, science tells us that our universe is like a silicone. That's the shape of it. And so time, circle. So I guess if you look at a circle as infinite, then yeah, I believe it's infinite. Well, you can see God as everything you said, but you also have to see him as the one that let Hitler kill millions of people, as the one who let children die of hunger. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I realize that's an argument against God. I get it. But, like, I don't know, man, because this is me philosophically stepping into God's shoes, right? So if I wanted people to truly believe in me and follow me, I wouldn't necessarily reveal myself in this huge way to all these people to stop something, um, like blatantly, because people can argue all day that he has done these things through other means, but um, then there wouldn't really be a choice if he did that, because it's like, oh, like this is absolutely it. This is the truth. So there wouldn't necessarily be a heartfelt choice to be an avid follower of him. But again, that's just me philosophically thinking about it. You could be, I mean, you're totally right too. If you were an atheist, if there was no hell, then you don't really believe. You just call yourself a Christian. What? Grew up as a pastor's kid as well, Southern Baptist. Oof. Started really to become a fervent Christian in college. Cool. Drove myself nuts, but learned a lot. Eventually said if there is a God, then he's terrifying. That's biblical. The dead in Christ, so I think reincarnation is possible. That's true. I haven't thought about that, Shells. That's a good point. Damn it, Izzy. Fart night. I'm 12. What do you hold on to after you reincarnate? The lessons you've learned. Want to play rock, paper, scissors? Yeah, let's do it. Rock. Oh my God. That comes down to free will, though. Hitler chose to do those things. Exactly. I was going to bring up the free will thing. I'm glad you did, Shells. It's good. If God created all, then he created both sides. Both sides of what? He doesn't create miracles then? If God does exist, do you think he makes mistakes? No. But I'm going to read the rest of your comment, but I have an interesting thought for you. For example, the flood, then seeing it was bad and creating the rainbow as a promise not to do it again. So think about this. If everything was perfect, then you wouldn't experience anything. You have to have opposites to have an experience. So if you were always happy all the time, you would never be happy because it would be the same feeling. Like if you're always euphoric, then euphoric just becomes normal. So in order to experience something, there has to be an opposite. And so when there is an opposite and you experience the other side, then you know what the other side feels like. So I think there's a purpose in opposites. I think the bad things aren't really bad. I think those things are necessary to experience. So that's just a thought for you to think about. But if God has a path for everyone and God works in mysterious ways, how do we have free will? That's just, I feel like that's explained with the theories of time and how time works. Because when you study time, this is also a question of free will, because the time, the physics of it, the future is set in stone. The way I see it is that our life is like, it starts and then it's like a tree. And there are all of these paths that are created, and we can choose which path to take. There could be millions of different paths that are set in stone, but we have a choice which path to take. That's how I see it. If it would exist, what was he up to before he created the universe? Beats me. Please do more of these, please. It's fun for me because I'm a spammer. Time is explained, not fully, but I've done a series on time. Part 1, 2, and 3. They're each 20 minutes long. No, you don't need opposites. You don't have to be raped to know you didn't want to be raped. That's taking it way too far. That's taking that's no, that's taking it way too far. That's not you went in a completely different direction. Wow. Erection. Damn it. Direction. You went in a completely different direction. That's yeah. That I don't even know how to like counter that because it's so off from what I said. Yeah, to know bad and good things, you perspective brings you empathy, and that's a good thing. So yeah, in bad lies good. Yep, because he doesn't make us follow him; he makes our own paths. Is free will really free, or do we pay for it? Pay for it how? How is it taking too far? God allows rape if he exists, and murder, theft, poverty. See, here's the interesting thing, man. Like, it's such a tough. I don't know. Like, I don't know, right? I don't know, and obviously, I don't believe these things now. I just, from what I've understood about going to ministry school and reading the Bible most of my life and growing up in church and being a pastor's kid, that like obviously those things aren't of who God says he is. Rape, murder, poverty, none of that. But I think the emotions, like, see, this is why I think you're taking too far. I'm talking about simplistic things like light and dark, like happy, sad, not like rape versus making love. Like that's totally in a different direction. I'm talking about the simplistic things of life and how there's opposites in that, but they become more complex and distorted and twisted, like something like rape. Um, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying, oh yeah, in order for there to be billionaires in the world and for them to experience it, there has to be starving children in Africa. That's a poor argument, and that doesn't make any sense. I'm Can- I'm Canada. Tim Hortons is better than Starbucks. I haven't been to Tim Hortons yet because I haven't been to Canada yet, but I have a lot of so I do want to go. We pay for our free will by hard work. Sure, why not? Like I have will to do certain things that cost money. Yeah, what do you expect? Oh, I guess I shouldn't say that because I don't know if you believe in free will or not, but I mean, I agree with that and I see nothing wrong with what you just said. Free will is God's trick. I disagree. Blaming everything on God is a very vague argument. Nowhere in ideology it says that the world would be perfect. Truth. Is life purposeful? I think. I think so, yes. Not only Christians are judgmental, true. Humans are judgmental, very true. Mammals are judgmental. That's why they have alpha. Yep. Darwin proved mammals are judgmental. This is how we survived. I did read your comment about God before creation, Jackson Keith, about him not being bound by time, so we can't understand it. I agree. It's good stuff. Sorry, my phone is right beside my laptop. Yeah, go back. Okay. Let me rephrase, not God's trick, but why don't we just say we all have will? Because the Bible talks about free will? No, I don't think the Bible ever says free will. This is an idea before the Bible. Was this an idea? I think it is an idea of the Bible. Okay. Yeah, no, I mean you're right. Yeah, we have will. I guess that does make it free will. I guess will and free will are technically the same thing. What type of question do you want? Doesn't matter to me. To blame God, it's wrong. I do it here just for the talk. We're the only ones to blame for our happy and shitty. Yeah, totally agree. For every action, there is an opposite and equal reaction. I thought the video was buffering. That's awesome. Do you have Twitter? I do not have Twitter. Should I get a Twitter, guys? I don't think I should. I feel like I would abuse it. I had a Twitter when I was in like high school, but I don't know. How big is Twitter still? Like is it still a thing? I don't think any of my friends are on Twitter. Oh, I thought that was like a religious idea. No, I really don't think it's a religious idea. Don't mean to make you feel like I'm picking on you. No, I don't mind. The logic that I'm using with those terrible things are naturally occurring throughout the animal kingdom. Evil is natural, right? That's one way to put it. Yeah, I would have to think more on that, but I'm pretty sure natural is evil. Better for whatever reason and do the opposite of what they preach. I've been thinking a lot about purpose in life, and the one question that keeps popping up in my mind is if it's worth living. Death is inevitable, so I kept asking myself, what if everyone does Handsworth? I think life is absolutely worth living, and there is a purpose in life, and it is to love yourself so that you can best serve and love the people around you. And to help everyone get along because freaking man, everyone knows that the world is more divided than ever. I don't know if that's true, but Twitter elect help get Trump elected. That's funny. Starting college and beginning to live on my own in 13 days. Advice? Hmm. Be smart. be cautious and be smart. Don't go hard. Like, I mean, go hard sometimes, and I know you take that in different ways that you will, but like, I don't know. For me, moving out was fantastic, but like, if you move out and go to college, if you're living on campus, obviously, you're going to be influenced by a number of things, but take the time when you move out to not be under your parents' influence and really find who you are, what you believe, what you do, and go for it. Like, try different things. Like, and I'm not saying try every drug in the book and sleep around all the time. That's not at all what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, find who you are without all of the influence that was there when in your upbringing, and just don't look back. Don't look back and keep going. I don't know if that helps at all, but that's what I'd say. Do you think that if God were proven to not exist, there would be a lot more suicides due to the lack of people that don't end their life out of fear of damnation? Dude, I have no idea, honestly. I shall say thank you, SpongeBob guy. that we can't blame him seeing Christians like that. Childhoods make you cannot prove something not to exist. Yeah, that's true. True. Church should definitely be more self-reflecting. Very true. I love Twitter. Really? Wow. Maybe I should get a Twitter. You guys still haven't responded. Should I get a Twitter or not? What is the best way to help the world, in your opinion? To really, I think the best way to help the world, in my opinion, is to learn to be more humble for yourself. Because if you learn to be confident, self-confident, and develop self-love within yourself, and you learn to be humble and look at life like you're a servant, and no matter what you do, whether that's art, whether that's a business person, whether that's in sales, if you look to serve people and be humble and really learn to be in the moment, um, I think you'll be an example to people who aren't living that way. And then when they see others living that way, they're like, wait a minute, there's something different about you. Like, this dude is humble, kind, and really cares, really cares, and truly loves in the present and in the moment. I would say being present in the moment and being humble, and then just learning to love people is the best thing anyone can do. I mean, really, it comes down to self-care. But that is what will absolutely help out the world the most. So hopefully that helps. Yeah, reassuring. Thanks. Well, good. I'm glad that helped. I would personally say Twitter's dead. There is no evil in a not conscious environment, nature. There is not good or bad. There is only things that happen, action and reaction. Yeah, I love Twitter too. Well, maybe it's bigger in other countries. Good and bad is something uh, we've created so we can put ourselves in an upper place that people that do things we are afraid of to. Twitter can be super annoying. Uh, haven't used it in years. My friend uses Twitter for talking about stocks. I used to be way into stocks. Then I got way out of it. Yeah, lead by example. It sounds crazy, but the be the change you want to see in the world is really fuck. Yeah, for real. It really is. Have you ever had any life-changing realizations? Yes, that God might not exist. Helpful, humble, caring, serving others sounds a lot like Christ. What is like Christ? I have nothing wrong with Christ. Nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with the life of Jesus. Like I said, whether you believe in God or not, studying the life of Jesus and living like Jesus could totally change the world. Absolutely. We can only love others by loving ourselves first. Yep, made a video on that. I believe that self-centered people don't truly love themselves, and that is why they're self-centered. Very true. Is the meaning of life the same for animals and humans? That's a great question. I don't think so. And I really have nothing more to say on that. But I don't think so. And I don't have any more to say on that because I don't know. But off the top of my head, I don't think so. Random question. What for phone do you have? Didn't know. Oh, iPhone. I am Apple person all the way. I am speaking to you on my MacBook. My iPhone is right there. My DAW that I use for recording music is Logic. Um, I had an iPod. I have an Apple TV. I am Apple all the way. Well, of course, what's more humble than knowing you're going to get crucified and not running from that fate? Exactly. I really like what you said about humility. People find it hard to believe that the fastest way to receive is to give. Yep. Life changing realization. We are not important for the world around us. So be good with you so you won't hate yourself. I disagree. Yeah, I would disagree. I would say we are important for the world around us. Like our self care. Like I do think that human beings can change the world because human beings have changed the world. And so I don't think in the larger universal scheme of things we really matter a whole lot because we're one speck in an entire universe. But I think for our planet Earth, I think we mean a lot. Stay alive, keep yours alive, natural meaning of life. PC for the win, bro. Come on now. Are you calling PC political correctiveness? Oh my god. Do you think the next person to change the world for the better is alive today? How would somebody change the world that's dead? I mean, if you take the religious aspect out of Jesus, was accepting of people who were socially cast out and had none to stand up for them. I mean, most people I think can agree that is good. Yes. World as a universe, not as people. World as in universe, not in people around us. Got it. Did you go back? Go back. Oh, PC as in anything. Oh, no way. I can't. My tech friends and computer gamers and all of that absolutely love PC. I don't really care about that stuff, so I'm an Apple dude all the way. Oh, I feel it. No, I think the people that will change the future are alive today. Does fate exist? Oh man, that gets into destiny and purpose. I guess in some sense it does because time is set in stone. Um, but in some ways it doesn't. Jesus was a Democrat. I've heard that before, and I think there might be some truth to that, but I don't know. How many times will God forgive us? He did a parable about that, 70 times 7, um, which is as many times as it takes. I'm back as many times as regret our faults. Can you react to my small? Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna be right back. So I'm sure you guys will talk amongst yourselves. But if anyone joins, tell them I'll be right back. And Jess is back. I'm back. To the universe. What's good, chat? Hey, I have a smile. What? Small. Life is slower than my internet. Well, that's good, I guess. Right? I don't know. How do you make holy water? You boil the hell out of it. That's fantastic. What do you call a bear with no teeth? A gummy. Yes. They made rats to give birth to baby rats with human organs in them. What? How does that prove we're afraid of death? Out of curiosity, do you do any combat sports martial arts? I used to do some martial arts. I used to fiddle around with it. I didn't actually used to do it, but I had a buddy who did martial arts for like 8 or 9 years, and he taught it for a little bit. And so he taught me, and I've had a couple other teachers in martial arts. Really would love to get into martial arts more, but right now with the chronic inflammation from Lyme disease, I can't even make a fist, and it really hurts to punch, which really sucks because I had a hell of a punch. Everyone told me, they were like, damn, if we ever got in a fight, I'd be fine until you punched me. I miss having the ability to punch. So yeah. I still can't believe you sang Daughters that day. I did. Do you think war is occasionally necessary for overall peace in the world? No. Yeah, what a leap from baby rats to our fears. Yeah, I didn't understand that leap. I'm back. What I miss? Nothing really. I'm afraid of baby rats. What are your thoughts on marriage and using protection? The Bible states for us to multiply. Is it against God's will? It's a fantastic question. I don't know, but use protection and enjoy yourself. That's what I think. Do you think AI will ever take over and kill everyone? Probably not. But I think we should probably be careful. Damn, must be a Leo thing. I've been told many times I got a hell of a punch. Hell yeah. Well, if you can change things inside you, you won't die. Of course, we are afraid of death. There are hundreds of legends about. If you can change things inside you, you won't die. So you're saying they kept the rats living by constantly changing out their organs? Have you ever produced country music? No, I have not produced country music. I don't know if I ever. I probably will at some point, but it's going to be really bad because I don't listen to country. I don't listen to country at all. I'm not a. I'm well. I've already talked about this. I like older country music, but not today's stuff. I'm afraid of baby rats with human livers, but only the ones with livers. Does Lyme disease always make you tired? Yeah. Someone I know has it and gets really fatigued. I'm constantly fatigued all the time. I forgot what it's like to have like excessive energy. I just don't know what that feels like anymore. Do you ever think AI will be conscious in the same way as us, considered we're just a result of electrical processes? I don't think so, but who knows? Elon Musk is thinking up some weird shit. The goal of the rat thing is to prove you can implant human stem cells into animals to grow organs. The idea is to grow human organs in pigs for transplants. That is very interesting. You sing country, Shells? I would love to hear the country that you sing because I'm curious. Because it's not that I don't like country, and I feel like if I did produce it, it would be like the older country. It would be like singer-songwriter country. Um, and so it's not that I wouldn't be able to produce it. It's just that depending on the type of country that you're going for, yeah, yeah. But do you have any like ways that I could hear you sing? I'd love to. This may sound dumb, but Lyme disease, do you get that from a tick? Yes, I do. Or I did, which blows. Do you think it would be morally right if superhumans were real? Yeah, sure. Why wouldn't it be morally right? You're telling me to, how do you say that? Shmule? I think I've seen commercials for that, but I don't know what it is. Look me up on Shmule. I have stuff posted. So I got to download that app and make a profile. What is the most scary thing you've encountered or seen? Probably a night terror where I was sinking in quicksand. Even when I was awake, I felt like I was sinking. Sucked. I can upload something on here. It would take a while, but I could do it. Do it. Or just send me a link somewhere. Upload it on your phone and, I don't know, email it to me or something. I want to hear it. I think humans need to live longer to evolve the brains more. Of course. Fucking hate ticks. Yeah, me too. I found 3 of them on me in the last week. They love me, apparently. All right. Now, I know we always say this, Jess, but is it a Leo thing? It can't be. No. Because bugs freaking love me, and I hate them with a burning passion. I want to live somewhere in the mountains where it's away from sea level so there's no mosquitoes. Because I'm like a magnet for every type of bug. Hate it. It's a singing app, yeah. Give me a bit, y'all. I'll be back. Shells, are you still here? Comment if you're still here because I probably won't be, depending on how long you take when you get back. I have been in places with bed bugs. That blows. Way worse than ticks, for sure. That blows. What instruments do you play? Guitar, piano, bass, drums, ukulele, fiddle around with the violin. Pretty much if it has strings, I can figure it out. Or if it has I can really figure out any instrument except like when you start getting into brass instruments, that's a different, I don't know what to do with that. Yes, shells. All right. I might not be here when you get back. So how are you gonna send it? OMG, bugs love me. I'm in the mountains. Newsflash. I'm covered with ticks and mosquitoes. That blows. But I'm saying like mountains, like, I don't know. Where is it? Like in the Midwest where it's like dry and there's no bugs? That's where I want to be. You know just how humans allegedly did with God. Wow. That's a funny, fair point. Relationship advice? Um, for who? Like, I mean, what kind of relationship? Like, are you talking like a relationship, like guy-girl relationship? Or are you talking like family relationship, friend relationship? Basically, it doesn't even matter. All I'm going to tell you is communicate. It's really as simple as that. It's not complicated at all. Communicate 100% and share your heart 100%. Like, if you communicate without heart, it's not going to be communicated well. But if you communicate to each other with like what you're feeling, with emotion, with your heart, then you can come to an understanding with each other. That's what I think. Shit, I wish I knew how to play as many instruments as you. Yeah, I started playing guitar when I was 5, drums, bass around the same time, drums when I was 10, picked up piano in high school. Pretty versatile with acoustic and electric guitar. So what's an email I can send a link? Send it to Nathaniel. Here, I'll type it in the that's one of my emails. I want to be where the bugs are not. Disney Little Mermaid. Is that really what you said? You can't ask a streamer their email, right? I don't know. She just did it and I just gave it. I mean, my email is on my channel. That email is on my channel for people to contact me. I put it on there. If you go to the About Me section, I don't mind. IQ Rooker. What's up? Recommended philosophy books. It's a great question. I'm gonna say a classic, honestly. Rene Descartes, Discourse on the Method. I read that book. It's like I think it's a really philosophical, foundational book, because his mantra, whatever you want to call it, I think therefore I am. It's true. I think therefore I am. And a lot of what he says is so, I think, philosophically accurate. And I don't think a lot of philosophers disagree with a lot of what he says. I think if you haven't read Discourse on the Method, read it. Wrap your mind around this. There are 4,000 religions on earth. What makes you think your God is the real one? Okay, got it. I'll send it later tonight then. Cool. Domain, yeah. I mean, you got a good point. That's one of my questions as well. Sloshy Whale, $2, just a tip. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. I always wanted to do that, but I'm super poor. I'm such a minimalist. I love, man, that's isn't Yeah, yeah, that's a Leo thing. Minimalist. Totally a Leo thing. You chill, bro. How often do you stream? Every Friday. Every Friday night, man. Love to have you a part. Every Friday night, I try to aim around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the United States. Sometimes it's at 7, but most of the time I aim for 6. Do you listen or read? Do you listen or read much science fiction? If so, what's some of your favorites? I really don't. Science fiction books, novels don't really appeal to me. I would rather read stuff on philosophy, theology, science, religion, history. Um, but the one book that I read that just blew my mind and I liked it, and it's science fiction, but there might be a lot of truth to it, is C.S. Lewis's The Great Divorce. I love that book. It's just it just shows how, if God's real, if heaven and hell is real, like it just poses how there's still free will in the afterlife, but like you can, like, a lot of people would still choose to stay in hell. It's just baffling. It's mind blowing. I love that book, and it's technically science fiction, but I think there's a lot of truth to it. I don't know if I agree before I am, because if you think about it, just because what I'm thinking is what it is doesn't mean that's all there is. No, it's not all there is. But the I think therefore I am came because he started to believe that nothing at all was real, even himself. So he had to question, how am I real? How do I know I am real? And then he realized he was doubting. Then he realized he was thinking, and so it was basically consciousness is I think therefore I am. So literally rate existence, yours and literally rate existence, yours and humanity's. I rate mine and humanity's both 6 to 10. What? So if I think I am a female, that doesn't mean males don't exist. Yeah. And it's kind of hard to get the full spectrum if you live in an ego where only what is. I hate this about myself, but I'm addicted to cheesy romance novels. Oh, yeah, no, I've never read any of those. I read Stephen King a lot because I'm mind bound by the imagination skills this dude has. Yeah, I really do want to get into more science fiction reading. I just find myself so enveloped in, you know, nonfiction reading. Uh, Here's one for you. You never. Oh my God. Waffles or pancakes? I gotta admit, my go-to is waffles, but I love pancakes. I love them both. I really do. God comes in many forms. There is a possible way he is all of them. He told his prophets to go and spread the word. How do you not know it's the same, just seen different? That was for the guys. No, I agree. That's all. That's a good question. There is something about the cringe. The cringe. If you speak about yourself every day, will the outcome be bad? Oh, if you speak bad about yourself every day, will the outcome be bad? Yes. If so, the reverse must be true. Yeah. Have you read The Time Traveler's Wife? I have not, but I think I've seen the movie. Placebo effect. The question of which God is real, one of 4,000 religions God exists. Okay, but there were gods long before the Christian God was even a thing. Audiobooks let me back into books while I work around the house and travel. That's cool. I don't know, with me, I'm very old fashioned. I can't see I don't know. Maybe it's just because I haven't tried it, but to me, uh, listening to books doesn't appeal to me. I like to read them. Jess, if you haven't read Discourse on the Method, once you read that, you'll totally get I Think Therefore I Am. It comes down to stop asking questions and start journeying and researching. Absolutely. 100%. Well, guys, I'm going to go pretty soon here. I think, did I ever set a time limit? I'm going to give it 4 more minutes-ish. Round it off at 2 hours and 15 minutes. So it's pretty good live stream. I'm glad 20 people have been consistently watching. This is dope. No, don't leave. I love that you guys love this live stream. It's amazing. I like reading the book, but when you have 2 small kids, audiobooks are a must. I can get that. Been here for 3 weeks in a row. That's sweet. Keep coming back. Imagine if there were 500 watchers. That'll be the day, man. If there were 500 watchers on my live streams, I'd freak out. I'd freak out. Like in the best way. I'd love that. I don't want it to end. Soon, bro, soon. Hey, man, keep spreading the word. Keep sharing this channel and keep telling people about Friday nights. I'll be here. Yeah, reading takes you in that world. You have your own voice in your head that reads. Other voices is weird to me. Yeah, that's how I feel the same way, Demain. Totally feel the same way. Everyone will come to their own conclusions no matter the evidence presented. Yep. True. Yeah, we always try to stretch out those last minutes. I love it. I love it. And I love your streams, bro. That's why I stay. Well, I really appreciate it, man. I look forward to this next week. I do too, for sure. I'm in the process of writing a song at the moment. Sweet, man. And it's taken me 14 years to build up the courage to write my problems on paper. Did you ever use music as a form of therapy? I still use music as a form of therapy all the time. Love Ecclesiastes, even if I don't a lot of the Bible. Ecclesiastes is great. It's one of the poetry books, along with Psalm and Proverbs. They're great. Can you even look a word and not read it? Probably. Love and light to all. Nope, I search for the truth. Evidence is real, not opinion. I agree, 100%. Your opinion does not dictate the truth. Are you putting out any good vlogs this week? I put out 2 vlogs this week. Have you watched them? You can tell me if they're good. Next week, I'm pretty positive next week I will have all of my studies done on the philosophy of truth. And so I will be making that series. Whether it is 3 videos or more, I do not know, but I think you guys are going to enjoy it. So. Vigilantism? Are you talking, is this, hold on, I'm going to make sure I have this right. Vigilante. I think it is. Vigilantism. I think it is. I don't know if you remember me from a while ago, but I said that music has literally saved my life. Yes. Yes, I do. Waffles or pancakes? I already answered this. It's not either or for me. My go-to is waffles when I do make them in the morning, but I also love pancakes. Thoughts on Solomon from the Bible? I'm not sure. Waffles. Laura, thanks for coming to the live stream. 1:35 a.m. Enjoy your sleep. Thanks for the stream. No problem. Dude, you can't pick both. You must choose. Oh my God, man. I can't. I'll leave that. I'll think about it this week and leave it for next time. Guys, it has been a pleasure. Thank you all so much for being a part of my live streams every Friday night. I'm so glad that you guys are looking forward to it. I'm so glad that you guys are keeping up with all of it, and I enjoy it. I look forward to Friday nights hanging out with you guys and doing this. So be sure to share my videos. Tell your friends, tell your deep philosophical friends about this stream, all my videos. And yeah, let's make this thing blow up. I would love to get this to like these 22 viewers. I would love to have that hit like 3 numbers. Like view 100 people on live stream. That'd be insane, man. Like I can't even imagine that. That'd be amazing. So let's do it. Let's do it. But yeah, you guys are amazing. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see y'all next Friday. Peace.